This is pretty long, so view TLDR at the end if you wish. So, I, 24F, have been dating this guy, Mike, 45M, for around a month now. Yeah, age gap, I know, you don't need to comment about it. At 25, I have a fully developed brain, so I can date anyone older than me by however many years. This is not the issue here. We got to know each other at his restaurant, where I work as a manager. I'd known him for about 6 years before we started dating. We were just good friends all that time, even though I really liked him back then. He often told me things about himself that no one else really knew, like the fact that his wife cheated on him and left only a year after giving birth to their only daughter. I knew the girl as well. She was a really quiet, isolated kid. It was clear that Mike cared a lot about her, though he was a little too much of a helicopter parent if you asked me. She was never allowed to properly interact with other kids. Eventually, when she grew up, she obviously wanted to leave home and start an independent life like other teenagers. Mike really didn't want her to go. He said she had no reason to, since she wasn't getting married yet, but his daughter insisted and left anyway. This happened about 2 months ago, and for weeks, Mike seemed miserable. All he talked about was how she wasn't answering most of his calls, not visiting, and even refusing his offers to bring her homemade food. One day, he was going on and on about how lonely he felt and how no one cared about him. That's when I told him I loved him, and surprisingly, he felt the same. At first, everything was normal, but then he started getting a bit too obsessed. He wanted to be around me at all times and freaked out whenever I left the house. He got jealous and sad whenever I interacted with another human being, no joke. One time, I went out with friends without asking him and couldn't hear my phone because of the club music. When I called him back, he was crying hysterically, begging me not to leave him. He also wants to do everything for me. I feel like a child, not someone he's dating. He always makes food for me and has offered to spoon-feed me. I can count on my fingers the number of times I've showered alone since we started dating. He even tried to brush my teeth for me once. Some might call this affection, but it's so over the top that I can't take it anymore. One evening, I just wanted some space, but Mike couldn't give me that. He showed up at my house with dinner, hovering over me, insisting on taking care of every little thing, refilling my drink, setting everything up, trying to cuddle me, even offering to massage my feet. He watched my every move, and every time I reached for my phone, I could feel the tension building in him. Eventually, he got even more needy. He kept asking why I needed time for myself, why I wanted to talk to friends, or why his constant presence was wearing me down. He saw it all as rejection, convinced he was giving me all the love and care anyone could need. To him, any request for space was a sign that I was about to leave him. I just got so annoyed as he kept pressing, and I finally snapped. In that moment, I understood the absolute suffocation his daughter must have felt. Maybe he acted this way towards her as well. I couldn't resist and said, "This is why your daughter fucking left you. Maybe if you weren't this clingy, she would have stayed." The moment I let that thought slip, his face fell. He looked beyond hurt. It seemed like he was about to cry, and he quietly told me to leave. I did, but now I feel really guilty. Was I too harsh? TLDR, I, 24F, started dating my boss, Mike, 45M, who has a history of being overly attached, especially to his daughter, who recently left home and barely contacts him. At first, our relationship was fine, but he quickly became clingy, wanting to be with me constantly and doing everything for me, to the point that it felt suffocating. Frustrated, I finally snapped and told him, "This is why your daughter left you." He was devastated and told me to leave. Now I feel guilty and wonder if I was too harsh.